Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 307 Country. Well, I picked up a Homelite 360 automatic, and let's get into it and see what we got. I do know this thing's got compression. I mean, lots of compression. Other than that, I don't know anything about it. So let's go ahead and take the muffler off, make sure there's no carbon in it, take a look at the carb, spark plug, spark, etc., etc. See if it'll even fire up maybe today. I have no idea. So we'll be back in a second. Let me grab some tools. Alright, let's see what we can find out here. Little grip mats. Wife got those for me. Paula got those for me for, I think, my birthday. Kind of pretty cool. Looks like these bar nuts. Well, might have bit off more than I can chew here. I have to take this thing way apart just to get the muffler off. Yeah, there's another screw hiding down here somewhere. Could it be those? Looks like it. So, well, let's take this off. We're going to have to get in here anyway. Captive screws. The reason I got this saw, I mean, it's not a, I mean, it's a nice professional little saw, but, oh wow. So how do you know if you got spark? Interesting. Well, we're going to have to come up with a way to test for spark on this thing, because there's two electrodes here, basically, that make contact here on the case to create the spark at the spark plug. So I can't just hook up spark plug wire and that's very interesting. So my dad had one of these saws, but my grandpa was a Homelite dealer back in the day, so that's all my dad ran when he was logging. So I grew up around these, but obviously I didn't work on them as a little kid. Worked on all my bikes, but I didn't work on Dad's saws. That's for sure. It looks like I might have to take that rear handle off to get that muffler off of there. I don't want to clean. I don't want to go firing it up. Nice little bug. Don't want to go firing it up with a bunch of carbon in there and then have it shred the piston before I've even had a chance to play with it. One thing about buying stuff from somewhere else and having it shipped to you, you never know what you're going to get for critters. It'd be good practice if you order stuff from somewhere to throw it in the freezer for a day. Kill everything off. So I'm sure that's, yeah, looks like 5/8, maybe 9/16. A little dirtier there, but not horrible. Let's see here. So this has a bar spacer on it. Came with a little 16-inch bar. I didn't see what it's supposed to fit, but yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna have to take that handle off. So that right there. Homelite had a real problem with their handles. Every one my dad had tape on it. Something to do with the plastic back then or something. Smell bad gas. Must have been a little left in the tank when they shipped it. Got this from John Linscomb. Same guy I bought all those McCulloughs from when we went to Indiana and Florida and stuff last year. Didn't pay much for it. The shipping was more than the saw, I'll guarantee you that. These things are heavy. I mean, you know, by today's standard, I guess. Back in the day, they weren't that bad, but I don't know what the weight is on it. But. Still ain't gonna get it off. Without this piece. So that looks like just 2 screws. Is that it? I'm gonna have to ponder on how to figure out if this thing's got spark or not, that's for sure. That is just kind of a little baffling. Might have to just make this video about removing the muffler. Oh, let's see. Half-inch probably. Nope, 7/16. Feeling looks good. Well, we'll just tear the whole thing apart, I guess. So, well, what the heck? Question is on this carb how it mounts into the cylinder intake boot, but I guess we'll find out. This little bolt here has been chain struck a few times. Ain't a whole lot left on the head of that one. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it looks like I gotta take the dogs off. Those are actually kind of pretty cool dogs, really. Big, thick ones. Alright, let me pause you for a sec. I'll be right back. I'm not real impressed with this whole system. It has had a major air leak right there, guys. Right there on that gasket that goes into the intake, that intake boot. That is trashed. It's all gummy. So we definitely won't be running this saw anytime soon. Wow. It's just like, yeah. That up a little bit, get all the gunk that fell in there out. Pretty interesting that we got to do to get the muffler off this thing. Well, the spark plug was in there. Got a bunch of gunk and stuff on it. That was definitely an interesting intake system. Heck, I don't know if I'll be able to get this. I might just have to send this to Rock and let him play with it, huh? What do you think of that? I wonder how hard it'll be to find this part right here. Got that intake boot on it. It's crazy how that there's no like positive seal. It's all a matter of the anti-vibe mounts putting pressure on that boot, I guess. How it appears to me anyway. It doesn't seem like it'd be very dependable, I guess you'd say. Well, there is a little gasket there. Well, it's nice to have it all apart, I guess. I'll get it cleaned up real good. And one thing about taking something apart like this, you get to know it very well. And there's the muffler, which I'm guessing, guys, could use some work. I mean, if a guy knew how to build something different and open it up. I mean, even just taking this piece here and rolling it into this instead of having that little neck in there. But piston's a little scored. It ain't horrible, but see if I can get you in there to see that. Come on. Come on, camera. Well, I guess I can't zoom in on that, but I'll get a flashlight and look at that a little better. Alright, well, after looking at it with the flashlight, I mean, it's not horrible, but the cylinder, I don't know. What I'm thinking, guys, we got a little carbon in there. Piston's a little scored up. It's not bad. Most of that's just oil and gas on there. Like, this thing is wet inside. But it's not a clamshell, so the piston cylinder comes off the top. So I think I'm going to go ahead and tear into this. Maybe clean up that exhaust port a little bit. Might do a base gasket delete, do a little, throw the timing wheel on it and time it and see where it's at. Heck, may even port it. So I'm going to call that good for now. We'll tinker with it some more later. And I got to get ready to go to work. Paula's coming home. So we'll talk to y'all on the next one. love you guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. 307 out.